He's given Michael Carrick is ultimately a winning send-off. He applauded, now we know, for the final time. We will get his thoughts directly when we come back next. So, Michael Carrick has been at Manchester United since 2006. He's had 3 games in interim charge. He hasn't lost any of them. He beat Arsenal tonight and then announced he is leaving Manchester United. Here are his very own thoughts.
Yes, thank you very much, Michael. Yes, after 15 years as player and an interim manager, you've decided to say goodbye. Just explain the decision.
Yeah, it's not been an easy one to make, to be honest. But I feel it's the right one. I'm content with my decision. I feel quite happy. I was meant to take some time off after I finished playing, and I promised the family that we'd have some time together, and it's never happened. And I think I've thrown myself into working here for so long that it just feels like it's the right time to step away. I mean, it's, you know, I'll be back around the place. I'm not disappearing, but yeah, it's just the right time. And what a way to finish! It's a perfect night, really.
What did you make the decision? And it's your decision, correct? Not the club's decision.
Nah, 100% my decision. Yeah, 100% my decision. Just over the last week, really, a little bit. It was creeping in, and I was conscious, and I respected the club, and I respected the new manager coming in, that I wanted to make the decision before I had any contact with him or spoke to him. There was no crossover whatsoever, and I thought it was the right thing to do for the club as much as for Ralf, and yeah, once I made the decision, that was final, and I was quite happy with that too.
I mean, some people had said that Michael Carrick should have left with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Was that in your mind as well? Was that a factor in this decision?
No, well, listen, it's easy to say that, and yeah, there was a big part of me is to do that, but at the same point, we were in a situation where there was a responsibility for me to see these 3 games through.
But was it a factor in your decision now, that loyalty, if you like, with Ole?
A little bit, yeah, of course it was, because I owe Ole an awful lot. Gabriel, there's a lot of things that kind of come into my decision. You know, it wasn't an easy one, and I just said to the players and the staff there, of the way we've worked together, and we've, you know, good people in there. Sometimes you get what you deserve, sometimes you don't. You know, we've worked so hard to try and bring some success here in recent years, and you know, it's hard to take when you don't quite get to them heights. But great times, great memories. Proud of the players over the last 3 games, and tonight give everything. And you know, in some ways it was the perfect night, but it's not about me, it's about the players in the club.
Did the players know before, or have you just told them?
No, I just told them about 5 minutes ago.
How did it go down?
Probably a bit shocked, yeah, a bit surprised, a little bit emotional in the changing room, to be honest, but I kind of expected that. I held it together just about, but yeah, it's not been easy to keep it away from people, I must admit, over the last few days, but I had a job to do, you know, and I was desperate to win the game for the club and for the fans and for the players, so I'm not the important one here.
No, but that must have meant, with that on your mind then, that must have meant an awful lot to you on the touchline this evening, watching your team one last time.
In some ways, yeah, but I kind of clicked into the zone of doing a job, focusing on the game, focusing on what type of changes do we need to make, how can we tweak it, who's coming on, and it probably wasn't.
A crazy goal that Arsenal scored.
Yeah. At least I don't have to talk too much about that one now. We could have been here all night, but yeah, it wasn't probably until the board went up for 5 minutes then it kind of hit me a little bit on the touchline then. But I was just desperate for us to win the game, really, because it was a big night for us.
And they did. And you haven't hidden behind the fact that you said you felt he should have gone at the time. But he's basically saying that's a big factor here, loyalty to Wally, but the club asked him to do these 3 games.
Yeah, I think that will be a big factor. And I can understand him wanting to do that. Whether it's the right thing or not is irrelevant. I think the timing of it is perfect now. I think with Rangnick coming in, there's talk of him bringing 1 or 2 people in with him. Does he really? Did not have much success either, so no, that takes it out of you. You think as a player, he's winning all the time. You go into your coaching career, I think he won. Did he win the Europa League with Jose? I'm not sure, but other than that, it's been really... It's been not disappointing. I'm sure he's enjoyed it. I'm sure it's a great experience, but they haven't really won anything. They did not even look like winning anything other than the Europa League final last year, which is not where he expects to be. It's not where Manchester United expect to be. And they probably fell below his standards, and he thinks now is the right time to do it, and I totally agree with him.
I think it's big man business for him in respects of doing it before the manager comes in, before he speaks to the manager. You know, he's mentioned there about the family, and I think that people really don't realise how much emphasis and how much pressure it is on you and the family. So I think that he's made the right decision for himself, and I think he leaves with his head held high, and you know what I mean, with a little bit of like pride about what he's done. And you know, I think that once he's had his rest, he'll be looking forward to getting back involved in it. I really like the way he's gone out.
Yeah, exactly, Sam. I think he looks like he does need a bit of rest. But I tell you what, he's done well. Yeah. 3 games, unbeaten.
Yeah.
2 big wins, Villarreal beating Arsenal.
Knowing that he's got that decision to make as well. He's made that decision already. We know he's made that decision before. And, you know, to go through it, like he said, he just slipped into manager mode and just got it done. Brilliant.
He certainly did. So, Cristiano Ronaldo's goals have won it. Michael Carrick has ended his 16-year chapter with Manchester United. Next up, Ralf Rangnick's in charge on Sunday. From the 3 of us, we'll see you soon.